YouTube, let's fucking go. Look, I'm just gonna start this video. And here's a lesson I learned throughout this whole journey, but you need to see this. Have a look. I need to focus my camera. Okay, you can't see it, but what I will do is I'll put it on screen. Have a look at that. Man, after all the shit I've been throughout this whole semester, and I'm going to make a huge testimony video on it soon, but I just want to say that is who I am. Minor setbacks, major comebacks. That's what I do. That's who I am to the core. I'm telling you, there's always a way out. You just need to face the cold-hearted truth, and you need to look yourself in the mirror and understand it is possible if you're willing to put in the effort and to never ever give up. Okay, anyway, this is something I want to talk about in this video. It's a huge message that I've been reflecting on lately, and I actually wrote it down, so let's just talk about it really quickly. Okay, and it's to those ambitious people who I can relate to so much, because throughout my journey, I had days where it felt like it was just like a never-ending battle. And honestly, like, it kind of is. I'm sorry to break it to you, but like, on the path to achieving the life you want, the goal you want, whatever, it's not simply just about achieving it. It's also about maintaining it. And to do it, you genuinely need to become the person capable of having this goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll use the gym for example, because that's a very popular analogy, and I think it's a very simple way for people to understand. In order to get jacked, or in order to get like the fit body you want, you have to become the person who earns that body in a way. So if you're first starting the gym, you obviously know that you're not going to be as experienced, you won't know how to use the machines, and your lifestyle is going to be a little bit messy because you're integrating a new habit. But if you start training like someone who's been in the gym consistently and has a good body, if you start eating like the person who has the body you want, for example, like a bodybuilder. One of my favorite bodybuilders is Shizzy, Sean Taff. I looked up to him like the first day I started weightlifting. If you want to look like that, you need to train like that. You need to eat like that, you need to sleep like that. Now I'll use me for an example. To get into my desired course, I was like, okay, I don't want to leave this up to chance. I would say this course is like the second most competitive course in my uni. I was like, so if I don't want to leave this up to chance, what do I need to do? I need to study like a med student. I need to think like a med student. I need to be strategic like a med student. That's how you're gonna have your goals. Anyway, I just wanted to give that brief analogy before I get into this message. So if you're doing your process and you're like, but bro, I'm doing all of that. I swear I'm doing all of that. I'm grinding, I'm getting after it every single day. It just feels like no matter what I do, it's never gonna happen. And this is the most important thing I want to tell you right now. Okay, yeah, as I said, this is what I wanted to tell you right now. I know, you're staying disciplined, right? You're doing all the right things. You're fixing your habits, you're becoming that person, and you're asking, why isn't it happening when I want it to? Because to achieve what you want out of this life, it doesn't happen when you want it, it happens when you're ready for it. I'll be honest, if I got this goal, I would say like 4 days ago, when I was in my own head, and what do you call it? Like just like, I'll be honest, the past 4 days, I was in my own head doubting. I'm like, I'm out of this course, zero chance I'm gonna get in. Fuck this, I don't know what to do. But I told myself in that moment, and I think that's why God allowed me to get in, because He had so much grace for me. I told myself, whether I get in or not, as much as I don't want to admit the cold-hearted truth, I'm not gonna give up, and I'm still gonna find a way into this. And I think that's when I was ready for it most, because in that very moment, I wasn't attaching my self-worth to this goal. I was attaching my self-worth to this identity. And I feel like a lot of people do that nowadays, you know? They feel like they need to go above and beyond, whether it's in the gym, like, I'm not enough, I need to get, and I've been there, like, I mean it, I've been there, like, I'm not big enough, I'm not strong enough, you know, I need to keep going, I'm not there yet, I'm not enough, I'm not enough, I'm not enough. And what are you doing, bro? All you're doing is just telling God you're not ready, and the universe you're not ready to carry what you want. Because you're simply attaching your self-worth to the external thing. But the moment you start doing things for you, like when I finally let go and said, honestly, I know who I am to the core, whether it happens this way or not, I need to let go of the vision I had in my head and start grounding myself in who I am, not who I want to believe or what I want to believe is going to happen. And when you do that, when you fully just kind of, I guess, stop craving things to go the way you want it and just start acting like the person, or acting like, I don't know, how do I say this? I guess when you start just being, like you stop idolizing the goal, you stop, like I know when you're first achieving your dreams, it's hard not to idolize these things, but when you start, like when you're in the game for a good amount of time and you realize, okay, I'm not my goal, or I'm not the thing I want, I'm me, and I know what I'm capable of. This is who I am, and I'm proud of that. And I'm gonna give what I want 110% effort. I'm gonna still give everything I want to the thing I'm trying to get. But even if it doesn't happen, I guess you're still content. That's when you start attracting it, and that's when you achieve it. Because you're not defining yourself by something. You're defining yourself by you. And that is when you're ready for it. When you don't need it. You need yourself. You put yourself first. Okay, I don't know if that necessarily made sense. I hope what I said made sense. But in the essence of what I'm trying to say is, you just walk I'm sorry. It's really hard to like articulate this. I'm still trying to get better at my communication skills on this channel. But yeah, things will happen when God is ready to give them to you. Like, ask yourself this question right now. I don't know what stage you're at in your life, but I would say since you're serious about achieving your dreams, you understand it's going to be really hard. If you were 8 years old, putting your 8-year-old self through what you were going through now, do you think your 8-year-old self would be ready to experience all this potential, experience all this hardship? Probably not. I mean, unless you're like me and you've had like a pretty hard childhood. I had it, I would say, when I first started entering high school, but you get the idea. Right now, you're simply not ready for it, but it will happen. I don't know, I'm sorry. I hope you could get what I'm saying. I still need to work on that a little bit. But anyway, that's really the main message I wanted to say, and I hope you definitely got something out of it. Look, this journey to achieving our dreams, man, this journey to getting what we want, it's an endless pursuit, I know. It's exhausting, it can be rough, and honestly, you're gonna have really, really life-testing moments to really show you who you are, and you just gotta just be getting after it all the time and be brave enough to face these. But anyway, I just wanted to help you. I hope you got something from that. And I really hope you can apply this to your life and your journey. So as always, my friend, I will see you in the next one.